And so that's what he reviewed was my Instagram live with the quick video I saw when I someone kept saying the Redbar thing's investigating, and I just said I'm going to throw him into a ceiling fan. And as it turns out, now that I've taken a look at him, he's definitely throwable. He's a throwable guy.
That's
he can
your
even
favorite
ride
thing.
the blade.
Let's see. Is Giannis throwable? Let's check. Where's that one picture I put? Let's see. Yeah, here. Let's see if Giannis is throwable. You know, he's saying, I'm throwable. He's checked me out. I'm throwable. Okay. Let's see if Giannis is throwable. Here it comes. And, oh boy. The answer is no. Definitely couldn't throw him into the ceiling. You win.
Fuck.
Holy fuck. I had this in a folder called Body Shaming Giannis. Look at this beach. And this isn't like an old pic. You know, if anything, he's thinner in this pic than he appears now. I mean, look at that. And wait till you meet Brit Pappas, who's a public figure, by the way. She does her own
business
online TikTok experience. But yeah, look at Giannis there. And he's shaving his chest. Look at that trim job he's doing. For what? So he's gotten pretty hefty. I don't remember him being this hefty. And look at these titties he's growing. I mean, that's like a Mersh type titty. So you've got these titties. We've got another guy here I want to show you later who grew a set of fucking tits. I'll tell you, that's got to be degrading. Imagine if you started growing fucking tits. Really? This is what's happening to me now? I mean, it couldn't be more devastating than to look down. Oh, God, I got a pair of these. You know, and they still they refuse to get the bigger shirt. They still want to wear these thin T-shirts with the V-neck that accentuate the bosom. You can't be walking around with a pair of fucking tits talking about another man, okay? You just can't.
Put somebody into a ceiling fan.
It's a funny expression because there's only certain people who are throwable.
Right.
Right? I'm 215, 6 foot. So I got to look for guys who are at least 160 to be able to throw into a ceiling fan. I can obviously throw a lot of women into a ceiling fan, but you don't want to throw women into a ceiling fan. So when you talk about a guy you could throw into a ceiling fan, you're basically saying he's a lady's size. Because lady size people, I could take my wife and throw her into. I could throw her up in the ceiling fan. I cannot throw you 6'3". What are you?
Close to two.
Close to two. I can't. You
Another
throw me
healthy
into
guy.
a ceiling fan. So
Not at 215.
not at 215. But
So two fat, ugly looking schlubby fucks. Got it. It's pretty cool. He does care about looks a lot. You'll see he's got the dyed hair. Wait till I show you some of these photos we found about his looks. He's very into the looks lately. Very concerned about that. We're going to show you.
That's pretty much the end of this.
Okay, so this is, and again, it goes on and
They
on.
immediately go from this to talking about another podcast and making fun of it.
Let's show you this. I want to show this video first. Do people remember this video? Did anybody hear about this?
Date night.
Saturday night, going to Hal's, our favorite steakhouse on the planet. And I gotta say, Pooky looks absolutely fire tonight.
This Pooky crap, you seen this?
First time, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a House of CB top.
Has anybody seen this? This went viral. It was a viral meme. You ever see somebody talking about Pooky looks great? I mean, this made it to Barstool. You might have heard about this. Pooky looks adorable. They're making fun of this couple. You know, they're one of these upper-class white trash couples who live in the middle of nowhere. You know, have you seen this? I mean, these people are really taking over the country now. There's a lot of people like this now. This is not a good type of person, but these guys are actually, they come off very likable compared to
Giannis.
Giannis. We're going to show you. Giannis has been doing these Pooky photos. You've seen this?
Laces up the back, so that took some work. And then girlfriend denim and femme LA heels that are.
Here, I just want you to hear this part.
By a friend because I've worn them so much. And my Kelly.
Awesome. I am wearing a Zania jacket, Brooks Brothers shirt, Hermes belt.
This was a big hit meme, a big viral meme. Everybody was doing parodies of it.
I love it.
Okay. Everybody remembers that. I hope you heard about that. It was a very funny day when that came out. Everybody loved it. Look what we found here. I've got some screenshots. Or maybe I could go. Can I go to the IG? It's still there. So Giannis is doing this Pooky shit. Look at all of his Pooky pics that we found. Look at that. 35 messages coming up after the show. I can't wait. Really, I can't wait. When I see 35, that's like getting 35 gifts, presents. So here's Giannis. Look at these pictures we found on his wife's Instagram. Now, I would have never gone to his wife's Instagram, but something happened the other day. How did we think about his wife? What led us, Jules, thinking about his wife the other day? What got me to go check out her Instagram? Did something happen? Was there a message somebody sent to her hair care product line or something?
That's right. Here, I'll send you this.
So look at these little lookbooks that Giannis does. When you go to her Instagram, there's thousands of these where he's taking these pictures in the mirror with what I call a white trash wife. This is like... And you can see, I mean, they're showing their whole home. They're taking these pictures every day. Look at Giannis doing the fit checks. I mean, this is really not something that I find acceptable for any sort of man to be doing. Look at this. So I want to show you Brit Pappas. Now, how did we get involved with her? Did you say you were sending that over? Is that this? Look at this. Okay, so we see this in the Bring Back group the other day. It's some screenshots. You know, there was a lot of trolling going on, a lot of people getting involved in this Giannis stuff last week. And we see these screenshots here. Maybe I should just read these. So somebody messages his wife she's doing all sorts of hair care tutorials and selling all sorts of products on her Instagram. She's one of those women who does like 15 TikToks a day selling crap. So somebody reached out to her and they say, "Hey, Brit, I'm very interested in buying some products as a gift for my fiance. Do you offer custom gift wrapping?" I don't know if these are in order now. But anyway, she's talking about, products that she sells, blah, blah, blah. They're going back and forth about the products. And then the guy says, "Hey, on a personal note, how is Giannis doing? He seems like he's really upset about all this Redbar stuff." She says, "I don't know what that is. I stick with hair. Let me know if you have any questions with anything." And the guy goes, "Really? He hasn't mentioned anything about Redbar? He said a lot of really nasty things online about Redbar. Can you let him know that this is all just a big misunderstanding?" And she replies, "Is that a soap? Whoa. If you'd like help with your fiance's hair," did she write finances? Yeah. "If you'd like help with your fiance's hair, just let me know. I don't discuss my husband." And the guy says, "That's fine. Pass it along for me, please. Redbar is waiting." And I think that was it. We skimmed past this. It was rather harmless. Seeing some inside information. I thought the guy was, treated her with respect. He wasn't rude. He didn't do anything. So I remember seeing this on the Bring Back group and going, ha, 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 ha. Great, right? Later that night, this was last night, right, Jules?
Mm-hmm.
Later that night, I was thinking about that post. I was thinking about Giannis. I was thinking about all the chaos that he went through. And I go, let me just check out his wife, see what she's even like. Who is this woman here selling all this stuff? And then I go to her page, and this is what I see. So look at this. We're scrolling. These are all these tutorials and advertisements. I mean, thousands and thousands of advertisements. And you go, okay, so what, Mike? She has like a small business, and she's doing her thing. Well, okay, sure. Here's one problem with it. Her thing is really, really white trashishly cringe. Okay? Let me show you some of these videos. Okay, but this isn't my point. Here, this is like one of her videos here. Let's get some. There are all these TikTok things. There are all these TikTok sounds. She does a lot of the lip reading. This one says, I'm not an influencer. I'm just a mom who figured out how to make an income by sharing products that I love. Oh, any red flags going on? Hold on.
Interesting. That sounds on the up and up.
I am not an influencer. I'm just a mom who figured out how to make an income by sharing products that I love. This is like the first post on her Instagram right here. Let's check the second post. My hair care, non-negotiables. And then all these serums. She's saying what you need, the products. Scalp serum daily, leave-in conditioner, weekly oil treatments. Okay, let's keep going. Wait till you see some of these. Let's just take a look. When caffeine gives you life. Okay, see, she's one of these. Oh, look at that.
Oh, hair.
I mean, that is
comes back to hair and that.
Cringe lady. Let's see. What I'd say to my younger self for not starting oil treatment sooner. What kind of... Now, this is a weird one, right? This isn't a gal goofing off. What I'd say to my younger self for not starting oil treatment sooner. Okay, that's very bizarre. What's this one say? The company that transformed my hair and gave me another purpose and income as a stay-at-home mom just announced they're offering founder shares in North America and projected to be $1 billion company this year. I'm going, what the hell is going on? What company? Well, we look further, and it's a company called Monat. Let me show you something here. Let's open up YouTube. This is my YouTube opener here. Listen to this. Every time I open YouTube, I have it go direct to this page to get me in the mood. Let's open up YouTube. So she's selling this product, and not just selling it, but talking about it almost every 2 hours of the day. I didn't pick any of these specifically to show you. I'm just clicking. Did you know your hair care can age backwards? In my 30s, I'm now postpartum with 2 kids. And here in my 20s, here's how. Okay. Here's how. So she's given every day. It's you got to unlock the secrets to longevity and beauty with me. So thousands and thousands of posts. I mean, look at this. It goes on and on and on. Giannis is photographed with her almost every week. There's a big Giannis goofy, creepy, white trash family photo where he looks like a complete dope. Okay, so we see these. But watch this. She sells a product called Monat. Is that M-O-N-A-T?
Yep.
So I'm just typing Monat and then hitting enter. This is what she's been advertising for years on her Instagram 3 times a day. These are the results from typing in the name of the brand of hair care product she's selling, Monat. I've simply typed in Monat. Look at this. Oh, sorry about that. Look at this. Monat lawsuits are getting worse. Wild income claims from a Monat rep. Monat is crumbling. Market partners leaving and exposing the business. MLM. Monat top scammers are desperate. Anti-MLM Monat deep dive. Why you shouldn't join
That one's
Monat.
good. I watched that one this morning.
It is an endless. And this is just not typing in Monat scam, not typing in Monat MLM. Master marketing.
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing. So this is just by typing the brand name. Okay. Just by typing the brand name. So yes, it turns out Giannis's wife is part of one of the most blatant MLM scams in all of history. Go to Google right now. You could do this at home. Type in Monat, M-O-N-A-T.
A lot of people already know about this. It's one of like, people love talking about MLMs.
It's as clear as day.
To the point that it's insane that people still get wrapped up in this shit.
So let's go over what's really going on here. Where should I go to next here? We did this Pooky. Which one should I open up next?
Did you want to watch a couple of the videos?
Yeah,
or do you want to see
definitely.
him at the events? Okay,
Yeah,
here's
let's
the
do that.
videos. You could click around these.
Okay.
I brought it
Next
to the
up.
top.
Wait till you see this. Come on. Monat YouTube videos that we watched. Which one do you want me to open here? What
Oh,
was
they're
the
pretty.
good-
The one with the girl is the second one.
Okay.
The third link. And the one with the guy interviewing that old lady is the second one. I don't know if you...
Which one do you think's better?
Yeah, the
Just
last one.
The last one. Okay, check this out. And
Hello,
we were
welcome back to
watching these all night, video after video of people giving testimony about how much of a pyramid scheme this is, although you can't call it a pyramid scheme because they actually have a product, a very cheap, faulty product that people are complaining is making their hair fall out or their skin burn. And at the very least, that it's overpriced garbage. Okay, check this out. What time code do you want me to go to here?
Go to the 7:30. That's a good part.
Check this out.
plans, and this is intentional, and Monat is no different. What I mean by this is that they'll have compensation plans on the internet for anybody to look up, anybody to access, but the kicker is that all of the values on the compensation plan are represented by points and not dollar amounts. So outsiders like me are looking at this
And again,
compensation.
there's like a million videos like this.
We don't
You
even
can pick
really need
any
to
of them.
show this because
Well, I want to get the little points
Yes.
out, the
Okay,
main
okay,
points.
okay.
Yeah, so listen.
compensation plan, and I have no idea what I'm looking at. So for example, I'll put a part of the
Wait till you hear
compensation
this.
plan right here on the screen, and it shows you all the points needed for each rank in the things like
This is all
personal
the horse
volume,
shit they
group
do.
volume,
What rank
and
do you think
downline
she
volume.
is?
You can look at this whole compensation plan at the link down below, but just notice right here that you don't see any dollar signs. I even asked a friend of mine who's in Monat who was kind enough to answer some of the questions that I had, and I said, what are these point values? Are they equivalent to $1? And her response to me was just that it's not written anywhere that 1 PV point equals $1.
Okay, this is is there anything good
there's
coming
nothing
up here?
really fast. It just talks about
Yeah.
the whole. But people know how
give me
MLM
another
schemes.
one. I know, but give me another one because there was some. Was it this guy
yeah,
talking
do
to
that
this
guy.
girl?
Yeah,
Let's
you
do
could
this.
start that from the beginning.
Right.
Okay. So
I showed up every day on Facebook, and I did at least one.
let's go to 4:30. She's got some good points here. They're doing this interview here, and you'll hear about this company that Giannis's wife is a huge part of, and not just his wife. Giannis himself, we find, our investigation finds, Giannis himself also involved. Let's see.
Tell me about your experience between
Pyramids.
actually selling the products to people versus selling the business opportunity to people, and what it was like for you. Like, what was the breakdown in terms of the money you made from actually selling the products and getting commissions off of shampoo versus getting bonuses for having X number of people underneath you?
So selling the products, I would usually kind
Cheers,
of
bitch.
lead with that, and I was a full-time triathlete at the time. So I was still like, I'd go swimming, I'd go to the pool. People would say, "Oh, your hair looks really good." My hair was looking good for the first few years, and then it tanked. But it still took me a time to get out. So it was kind of like easy. I just said, "Oh, I'm using this stuff. Do you want to
This one's called Brainwashed for 5 Years in Monat. Multi-level misery with Julie Anderson videos. And this is Julie Anderson, one of these many women who fall for these scams every day. Now, what I hope to find out today, has Giannis's wife simply fallen to a scam, or is she part of the scam? We'll find out. Let's hear some of these talking
So I
points.
would
though.
kind of just, they would try it, and then people would buy it. Then, but because I was the first in my area here, I started to post on Facebook, on the different Facebook groups, and I was like, do you struggle with hair growth? All the things that you're not supposed to say. But in 2017, it was like the Wild West. You could say whatever you want.
But all of these bitches take
And,
way too long to get to the point.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how an MLM works.
Sure.
You think you're selling a product, but you actually just have to buy all of this stock to attempt to sell people on it. But the real point is you need people in your downline to make any money. So you have to recruit more
course.
people to buy more stuff in order to
again,
make any money.
This is a highly documented, millions of people coming out online telling you about one of the larger MLM schemes of today. And here Giannis's wife is sitting right in the middle of it. You know, we actually found they do these events. So we were watching this one video where a girl was giving a testimony, like you just saw, and she said, yeah, they make you come to these events where they really spell it out and really give you the, you know, the game plan. So I want to show you this. Where did we have that, Jules?
Giannis at the events. It's at the top.
Giannis at the events. Sorry. Top of next up or top of... Okay, I've got... No, I don't have that. Oh, there it is. Giannis at the Monat events. Look at this. Here he is. And it says MGM Grand Las Vegas. Here he is attending these events where they do all the scheming.
He's even referred to as a Mo Daddy. Wow.
Welcome to the Mo Daddy Club. Here's Giannis himself, night on the town. When you go to her Instagram, you'll see there's hundreds of these events that they go to. It almost looks like every week they're going to these events. What did they specifically say about the events, Jules, that happens at the events? Because it was she said, oh, the events, that's where it gets real bad. That's where they clearly spell out what you need to do to make money.
Yeah, basically that. And you have to spend a ton of money to get there.
Yeah, look at this. Here he is at the event. And is he buying all these products for her to stock and do all this stuff?
No wonder he's so worried about his ticket sales. He's probably spent thousands and thousands on Rejuvenique oil that's just sitting in the garage.
Let's go back to her Instagram.
And I heard this thing about how if you get to level 7, you get a white Cadillac.
Yeah, there's this thing.
So that's how we can tell how high up in the ranks she is. If
I don't think she's very high up in the ranks because she only has 2,000 followers. I'm guessing that there's Monat reps that have, you know, a much higher count, especially on TikTok. So at level 7, Giannis, if Giannis ever shows up in a white Cadillac, that's what they gift you at level 7. And it has to be a Cadillac, we heard, and it has to be white. For some reason, right? So yeah, there's thousands of videos. Go look into it. It's they describe it as a cult that traps people and makes these women pull the same scam.
I mean, there's a whole Reddit about it, anti-MLM. The derogatory term for this type of woman is called a hun.
I'm trying to find, what else did we have here for this one, Jules? Didn't we have something really funny to show them? No? Okay.
I don't know what you mean.
There he is at this event again. 122 likes. 14 weeks ago, he's at the Monat event. So, Giannis, we must ask, are you part of this? Fuck.
And how could you let your wife do this? I mean, people might be like, oh, that's his wife, blah, blah. And Giannis is probably going to be like, don't go after my wife. But it's like, we're going after you for allowing her.
Of course. So I have a million questions. I'm ready to ask all my questions.
Okay.
So, Giannis, what's your involvement in this? Do you not know that it's a scam because you did go to all the events? Did you never Google the name Monat? Did you never look into it? Have you never heard of anything like this? When your wife said that she needed to recruit people for a living, did you wonder what that was about? Did you wonder why? Because I know if Jules came to me and said, I need to borrow some money so that I could buy a garage full of hair products and then start recruiting others to sell it, I would say, oh, that kind of sounds like one of those schemes. So either he doesn't know. I mean, no, he obviously knows, right? These people who are doing this, Jules, the recruiters know the scheme, right?
I mean,
it's not like they're innocent victims.
If you're going to have any success, you have to become someone who has recruited 1 million people.
Yeah.
You need multiple downlines.
So I want to know. Our investigation continues from here on out. Now we've got a real investigation, everybody. Look at these events constantly at these meet and greets.
I think that's someone's wedding.
Well, is it a Greek wedding? Look at this. Constantine. Jules, what do they say about the Greek?
They're big and fat.
No, come on. We looked it up today. What do they say about the Greek?
I searched Greek stereotypes, and one of the first ones was they're swindlers.
They're swindlers. Greek stereotype number 1, they're swindlers. I never knew this. So Giannis is one of these Greek swindlers, and him and his wife, I guess they're making money here selling Monat. 3 months later, and I had postpartum hair loss. I mean, every day. So
She better not have extensions.
Giannis, let's hear all about it. Let's hear about the MLM. Is it not a scam? Did you not know it was a scam? Did you not know your wife was, well, you know your wife's doing this. How could you not? How could you let her? I have so many questions. I guess
Why aren't you protecting her?
Redbar's watching in his comments can now retire, right? And let's switch it to, why is your wife part of an MLM scam, Monat? Have you go all the questions we'd ever want to know? Go ahead. Let's see what that yields. I thought that was so amazing coming from this guy who, you know, the whole investigation part. I can't believe it actually turned into this, where he is actually.
Well, not only that, but it's something that there's been millions of investigations done on it for the past 10 years.
Yes.
You're already a part of a
What
lot
are you
of
going to investigate? What are you
investigations.
going to investigate? The MLM scheme that I'm involved in that's been investigated and currently being investigated by thousands of victims? Is that what you were worried about us finding? Well, you didn't even hide it. Now, what is your wife going to do? Because, okay, here, don't...
He's just going to turn this into my family.
Yeah,
So
don't do any
bother
harassment.
her.
But, you know, you could ask questions. You could ask questions because this is a documented scheme. Yes, I know they do this thing where it's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a... We know. It's an MLM scheme. Congratulations. And yeah, like without being boring about it, if you looked this up, the horror stories, the list, the length of the horror stories out there, they're never ending. So Giannis, you must tell us what's going on here. The investigation actually turned up that you're possibly a scammer. So please let us know what this is all about. Now,
Either you guys are in deep shit and are losing a ton of money, or you've ruined hundreds of women's lives.
I know, why are you taking money? Why are you robbing all these women? You and your wife are going around robbing stupid, idiot women just because your wife got tricked? I mean, your wife is the victim of this scam, and now you're victimizing others? That's absurd. That's too far. You've been Redbarred. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, much more. That was just the intro. Thank you. Jules, take us to break. Thank you so much.